So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're going to take a look at a build for the Quanta Vandal. So this is a 5 Forma build, and what we're going to do with that Forma is add 3 Vs and 2 dashes. So we're going to start off by adding acceleration for more damage, split chamber for some multi-shot, heavy caliber for even more damage, but to also cover more ground with the explosive cubes, because the multi-shot cube will fly off slightly to the side. Then we're going to add speed trigger to increase the damage of the primary fire, because with beam type weapons, fire rate mods increase the damage by a ton. And then we're going to add combustion beam, because not only does it work on the primary fire, so the laser, but it also works with the cubes. So you can fire off a cube, which will explode, and the enemies killed by the explosion will also explode, killing other units and triggering more cubes. Just put it on, okay? Trust me, put it on, and you will understand why I like it so much. And finally, we're gonna add 3 elemental mods based on the faction we're going up against, even though I just tend to run with corrosive and heat all the time. Now, I know quite a few people that would be more than happy if Quanta Vandal was the only primary weapon in the entire game. They don't play with anything else. They simply love the damn thing. And at first, I really didn't like the weapon. This was before they added aiming down sights for it, because before the change, you would press the left mouse button to fire the laser and the right mouse button to fire the cube, and you couldn't aim down sights, but that's now been fixed. You fire the laser by pressing the left mouse button, you fire the cubes by pressing your mouse wheel or the middle mouse button, and you aim down sights with the right mouse button. And this tiny itty bitty change made me want to get the weapon, and oh boy am I happy that I did, because this weapon is brilliant. This may seem like another derp weapon like the Amprex, however it's anything but. You can, if you want to, put a lot of thought into how you play with it. Okay, you can run around, just shoot cubes, and that's fine. But you can also think about it. Do I want to fire the laser or do I want to fire the cubes? How many cubes do I want to fire? Do I want to shoot them or do I want the enemies to faceplant them? Do I want to spread them out or do I want to compact them very tightly so they do a lot of damage in a specific area? I love it. And that makes the weapon, for me at least, a lot of fun. Now, the addition of combustion beam, as I've said already, is brilliant. Because, you know, as I've said, you fire a cube, and the cube explodes, which is, of course, really nice. That's what we wanted to do. But it also makes other enemies explode, which can set off other cubes, which will make other enemies explode, which can set off even more cubes. And when you plan out a chain reaction of these cubes exploding, enemies exploding, cubes exploding, enemies exploding, it's so satisfying to watch it happen. And let us not forget about one very important thing. This weapon does an absolute truck ton of damage. When you hit an enemy with the cube, it does a lot of damage, but when you manage to shoot the cube when it's near an enemy, oh my goodness, you're gonna see some seriously big numbers. And on top of that, this weapon is extremely ammo efficient if you are not spamming cubes all the time. Okay, and that's taking into consideration that we're using speed trigger. Even with speed trigger, the primary fire is still extremely ammo efficient. And thanks to speed trigger, the primary fire does a lot more damage, and the status chance also goes pretty high, so it's pretty good for spreading around status. And that's really good, because the weapon does pure electric damage on the primary fire, so you don't have impact, slash, and puncture getting in your way. So if you didn't get this weapon from Barakateer, oh boy did you miss out. It's brilliant, and with this build, it's very powerful as well. And before I end the video, I want to say thank you to Mr. Hockey's31 for giving me 2 different Lotus Snuggles. And can you guess where they're gonna go? Yep, on the windshield, because windshield Lotus is apparently a thing now. So thank you very much, dude. I love them. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.